Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Although it is still a little bit rainy and cold outside, it's been a little over 2 months since I put down a few snakes for winter brumation. Today, we're gonna go pick them up, start warming them back up, and I'm taking you with me. So let's take a peek. Let's go pick up and start warming up some hognose, some corn snakes, and my pair of Bretel's pythons. So we're at the shop. It is cold back here. And these little knuckleheads are getting active. Ooh, you're chilly. This is my male het sable. I love how red he is, even though the camera kind of makes him a little bit more brown and orange, but he is red. Here is my female het sable. She's also posset toffee belly, but we aren't doing anything for that with her right now. She is finally waking up quite a bit, making a mess of everything. Cold, covered in mulch. Get her warmed up, get a couple meals in her, and start parenting. See what we can do. Really excited to try my hand at breeding these guys for the first time. Yeah. All right, and that'll do it for the hognose. Now, for the corn snakes. This is my male red zeppelin corn. He's been here for just shy of 10 weeks in the cold. Feels ice cold to the touch right now. This is crazy. Excited to get them home, get them warmed up, get some meals into them, and see if we get some redemption on them this year. Last year I had 2 full clutches of slugs, but last year I also did not get them this cold. So, isolated that variable, obviously. Much better cooling this year back here in the shop. It gets down into the 40s and 50s back here at night, so seems to have hopefully done the trick. We'll find out. And these were produced by Glenn Brooks, good friend of mine out here in California. Goes by way of Glenn Reptiles. I'm sure y'all have heard of him if you know about various colubrids and corn snakes and this red zeppelin mutation in particular. All right, let's put him away and check out the female. Oh, she's hiding. The headless corn snake. Come here, you. So this is my female. She's got a bit more white on her borders. She's phenomenal. And when this girl is warmed up, woo, she is sassy. She does the whole tail rattle, hissing, striking, not even bluff striking. She'll full on bite you. She is fun. I got a bunch of corn snakes years ago, and these are the only ones that I kept because I just love their attitude and their story. She's giving me a little bit of attitude right now in her posture and grip and things like that, even though she's frigid cold. Gotta love a sassy corn snake, especially when they're this pretty. Sheesh. So that's about it for the 2 colubrid pairs that I've got cooled down for the winter that I'm pairing up this year. My colubrid numbers are small, which is good, manageable, unlike my carpet python numbers, which are never ending. But really excited to try my hand at breeding some colubrids. They've gained in popularity. I particularly love those 2 species, and I'm just really curious to finally have some success with those. So before we move on and get back home and get them cooled and wrap this whole thing up, can't leave out the Bretel's pythons. So it doesn't look like much, but it is quite effective, as we saw last year. Pretty simple bare bones setups, mercury vapor bulbs positioned so that they get about 85 degrees there and on timers to run about 6 to 8 hours. And they've been hitting some frigid temps. Like I said, it gets real cold back here. This door is obviously not insulated, and the back of the shop gets nice and cold. So it's very easy to cool colubrids and pythons that need it. In fact, we have an entire rack sitting here unplugged and then some for a bunch of Mexican black king snakes, some corn snakes, some Nelson's milks, and some variable kings. So it's doing the job quite effectively for me and the shop. So as you can see, they can bask or they can choose to leave the heat. Lately they've been spending most of their time on the heat, and then he goes down there to sleep and she just chills. Come here, buddy. Oh, you're nice and warm. So he is very dark for the winter. During spring and summer, they are much brighter. Their red tones really show off more, but I think most snakes get dark in the winter. Reptiles too, lizards, other things. But this is the male, and he's about 9 years old. Not very big. Male Bretels, eats small to medium rats. And yeah, looks like he's probably ready to warm up and eat. Very happy to have him back. See what he can do this year. All right, there she is, the brick-red dragon queen. These snakes are so cool. All right, let's see how we go. Keeping y'all in perspective. Oh, look at her. She's beautiful. Come here, big girl. Well, this is her. This is my big Lazic line Bretels gal. She might not look it because she's all perched up on me, but she's every bit of 7.5 feet, and my goodness, I forgot how heavy she was. Whew. There we are. She's lively, even though she's ice cold. That's amazing. Look how big this snake is. Give me love. Oh. And she too is very dark this time of year. Pretty normal. Got those beautiful blue eyes though. Yeah. Alright, well, let's get them home, get them warmed up, and start the process of breeding these cold weather spring breeder pythons. And just like that, nearly 10 weeks of cooling is done for corn snakes, hognose, and Bretels. It'll be nice to have them home. I've missed the wannabe rattlesnakes amidst the actual rattlesnake. That'll be nice. So, yeah, time to take them home. Get them out of the cold back of the shop here. Although it looks pretty nice, pretty cool. One day I'll have to show you guys this once it's all updated and when we've got more animals filling the spaces and whatnot. But for now, that's not what this video is about. Let's get these animals home, get them warmed up. All right. I've just refreshed all the hognose bins. Here's the deep coolers. They also have a pair of anaconda het snows. They're a little bit younger. They didn't deep cool. Then also got the refresh. I thought I would show you kind of the overview of how I keep everybody. This is he's outgrowing this, but it'll do for now. It's got some cork, a hide, some plants, fresh soil, fresh water. Give him a meal in a few days as he warms up, and we'll start the breeding trials. And yep, there's my anaconda double het snow. Same sort of setup. He's already burrowed around and played in his water. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Everybody loves fresh dirt. I like your dirt hat. It's very, very dapper. Alright, enjoy, buddy. And this bin here belongs to my female anaconda double het snow, who is currently buried, which is better than the alternative, which is coming out and launching and trying to eat me. She's not very nice. What are you gonna do? Alright. And the female het sable that was just at the shop deep cooling. Back home, fresh soil, familiar hide, the cork covered in dirt, fresh water, some new plants to funk around in and do her thing, and with any luck, we'll get some breeding action soon. Glad to have her home though. I love these snakes. So much fun. That dirt hats. Dirt hats for everyone. That's awesome. That's a happy snake right there. Alright, one day I'll get lights in there, but the male's away. This is kind of the basic how I set them up. Humid hide, some more hide, some stuff like that. Climb on, water. Yeah, pretty basic. Nothing crazy. Alrighty. She's back home. The sassy red zeppelin queen herself. Yeah, it's just ice cold. That's crazy. Welcome home. Alright. You go there. You go there, my friend. Welcome home. go here. There we go. Get you in there. We'll get you fed up in a couple days. Once you start warming up. Big, beautiful black tail on this girl. So the plan for literally all three of those, even though they're different species, is to give them a few days, let them warm up, give them a small meal, give them a few days, give them a slightly bigger meal, give them a few days, an even bigger meal, and then to start pairing. At least that's what I do for the Bretels. The colubrids, that's what I'm gonna try doing. I've never done it before, but basically just gonna make sure the female's really well fed, feed the male a few times, feed her like double. Do the same with the hogs if they're, hungry, and if I'm doing everything right, that should be the game plan. We'll get them nice and fed as they're warming up, and then start introducing them. And obviously I'll keep you guys appraised as that goes. And that's gonna about do it for this one. I've got a lot of dishes in shift bins and quarantine tubs and cooling bins to go clean. A lot of dishes to do around here, so I'm gonna leave it on that. Thanks for joining me and hanging out and watching this video. We've got animals back home from the winter, so happy to have them home. With that, go check out my sponsors, Reptile Husbandry Designs, for all the 3D printed perching stuff that you see, that any of the prototypes I've got going in here, things like that. He's got them refined and dialed in, and a lot more awesome stuff, so go check him out. That's Reptile Husbandry Designs. Use code R10 to get you 10% off at checkout. If you're doing any shipping, it is starting to get warm enough to ship. Ship with the best, Reptiles Express. Use code Riley50 to get you 50% off up the 10 shipping labels per customer. Get you that good discount off of those FedEx rates. They're awesome. They also have all the supplies you need, so it's kind of your one-stop shop for shipping. And if you're not a member already, please go sign up for USARK and USARK Florida. Membership really matters, whether you're paying or not. Your membership is contributing to the ultimate larger body of people in this network, and that's the only sort of group and organization lobbying against any unjust legislation for the reptile hobby. So the least we can do is support them. And last but not least, if you want to support what I've got going here, all the projects, be appraised of things, get early access to animals, discounts on merch, access to the Discord community, things like that, just sign up for Patreon. Just find me on Riley Jimison on patreon.com. Pretty easy. Got a cool community that's growing there, a lot of good people, wonderful community, very supportive group of people that I'm happy to call my friends. So with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. It's getting warm in here. See you next time. Doodle.